I have always said that the difference between success and failure really is how people react to opportunities. I think that it is undebatable that Nigerians are entrepreneurial people. But you might wonder why, in spite of such entrepreneurship, there seems to be very startling unemployment, especially for young people. And I think what is important is to change a cultural mindset that we have lived with for so long, almost 2-3 generations, that all you needed was to get a university education or some education of some sort and you will get a job. The reality is that the dynamics of the global economy are changing and the dynamics of the Nigerian economy is not left behind. I can speak of Lagos, for example, in some more detail and point people, young people, in the areas where the opportunities lie that they probably are not looking at. And I think that that is a responsibility that my generation carries now, a responsibility that we must discharge to the next generation, that an education is only a gateway to prosperity. It is not prosperity in itself. You must now weave that educational success with the inherent entrepreneurial ability that our people are renowned for and put the two together into a pathway for prosperity. Eventful is a story about how we manage events now and hold parties and social functions, business meetings. And I remember the way our parties used to be many, many years ago. From my personal experience, it was my wife and I calculating the number of beer that people would drink, getting the yaolopo to come and make the jollof rice, and all of that. And maybe on the last day you will remember that, oh, you don't have ice block, and the only place you could get ice block was to go to Rotimi Rentals. And if you managed to do that at the last minute, you will find out that there were no openers to open the drink because it was your responsibility to open your guest drinks. And we will run again to tell Joshua to go and buy openers by the dozens. Today, you can walk into your own party, having paid for it because somebody is providing a service, employing young people to help manage. And it is the replication of all of this. And even at this moment, I'm doing a study of the economy of parties in Lagos. How much is changing hands from making dresses, the asoebi, the fila, the asoke, from the providing the ice that chills the drink, from the supply of the drinks, from the food, from the samosa, the small chops. It's a huge economy. And really, these are the places where we can bring the benefit of enormous education into how things are done differently. I think generally in terms of entrepreneurship, we must just open our minds anew. We must adopt a new culture. Where are the opportunities emerging? And where can I better position myself to benefit from it? People want conference centers, they want event halls. We have passed legislation, and this is important. Our entrepreneurship skills must grow the economy rather than limit the economy. And therefore, we should not do business in a way that only we prosper. We shouldn't hold parties, for example, on the street. Only the party holder and a few people benefit. Other people suffer from traffic jams, inconvenience. And this is why, by regulation, we have restricted the holding of parties and events on streets. But you know what has brought on? A new army of event holders, event owners, who have built event places. And all of these places need to be managed. The City Hall, for example, is one of the architectural masterpieces of Nigeria and indeed a showpiece for Lagos. Now, at the time we were refurbishing the City Hall, the problem of management was not prime on our mind. But it took a company like Eventful to set us on that path and say to us in a proposal that was sent, who is going to manage this building? And then we asked ourselves, this is a big challenge. Let us call them in and see what they offer. And today, for a service fee, that place is managed, it is let out, it is paying itself, and they also have people in business. They have a business, they have people that they are employing. So the more of Eventful that we see, the more young people will get work, the more they too will learn a trade. And you can only imagine the explosion of those knowledge into newer businesses, veering off from event management into so many other possibilities. The time to change the culture is now. The opportunities are there. Think hard, look hard, and you will find your own place. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Eventful.